He invested for his own, and he will give a replacement when is needed. But the loan is to give the money that you'll give something in return. And this is exactly what is happening. From fiqh part, في ابن قدامة, and you can borrow the money to increase. So if you borrow it, so you expend it, this is a loan. And for another book for Sarkhasi, the borrowing is actually a loan because you benefit from it and you cannot use except by using it by itself. So he have the permission to do that. That's the fiqh explanation for this. And there's so many other ways. In from a law part, from Egyptian law, that was put by Abdul Razak Nuri, that says the following: if the deposit, some money, or anything else that's going to void by using, and when you give to that he is using it to use it, then it is a loan. So the shara and the law is same. So we're looking at a loan. He made his interest in it is the installment during those 5 years. So it is a riba loan the same way. He used that money. I wonder how the banks are playing with the financial capability and to poison it with different terms. The value of that is equal to the investment if it is 20%. So the bank has taken this money for this 20%. Instead of paying it for you, he paid it in the payment for the price of that apartment. So there is a loan with a 20% interest. And instead of saying that the percent interest 20, he said it is the it's an apartment. It's a marketing. It is the same for you. So why would he do that with the inflation that's happening and the pricing difficulties, fluctuation? Because he wants to have the cash at this time, and in the future is different. He don't care about the future. And it looks it's a riba dealing that you should not get into it unless there is a need for it, and there is no need as far as I see, because you have the money in cash, and you can find a way in a legitimate way, and that's what it looks to me. Wallahu alam. The second question, with Allah Azza wa Jal saying, and we have given them, married them with the Hur al-Ain. Where the wives in this life, where will they go? So where's our women are going in Jannah? And who is they going to be with? And our kids also. The answer, listen what Allah Azza wa Jal said after seeking his refuge from the shaitan regime. And those who believed and their offspring followed them with faith, we made them follow them, and we were not gonna reduce any of their reward, anything. I mean, we have given them, the believers, in Jannah, even though they didn't reach that level in from their work in this life. But as a reward for the believers, as a reward, another reward, that he is letting all those who he loves and their faithful offspring, women, and so it is they're gonna gather there. And you see nowadays in the Western atmosphere, Allah, they have a way to combine the families, and Allah is the one who have His mercy have covered everything, and He has covered everything in His mercy and His knowledge. Praises all to Him for being so merciful. So you might ask me, so whomever had more than one husband, what's going to be her situation, and who she's gonna have at the end of? There's three sayings from the scholars. The first one, she will be with the best of manners among them, because the good manners receives the best of this life and of the hereafter. The second thing, she will have a choice, and the third one is the last husband. It looks that's one. Any woman whose husband died and she married after him, then she is for the last husband. Questions about the protection of the Quran. Some of them they have some missing pieces. Is this okay if we could take pictures of the pages that's missing and try to attach it, or we just use anyway to? Yes. Sometimes you see some lists of the deceased, and the masjid is full and nobody reads it. And others of the da'wah, uh, first, you could put a paper instead of the one missing one. It is better than to dispose it. And you go to a place where you cannot fix for reading, away from people's gatherings and the filth. It will be either burnt to protect it from humiliating. And that's the action of Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him. And you can look of what you have mentioned by taking the with chemical interaction to remove some of that writing. And I hope that will be easy. But originally that you have to protect what you leave for the souls of the deceased, because they have done it as a work for themselves, so people will benefit from it. And the scholars will learn from it and they will get the reward. And what's beyond the need of the masjid could be given to other masajid. So protecting it, it is more better than to destroy it. In general, for those who want to make some waqf on somebody who died, to choose what people get benefit from it. It's really. I have a house in the United States. I paid 80% of its price. I can take some. Can I take some of the value and work with it? If you're going to sell part of the house, use that for merchandise, no problem. But if you go to take a loan with the guarantee of this house, no. Allah has allowed selling and forbid riba and usury. Allah allowed and permitted sale, but He has forbidden riba. In the West, they have the reversed investment. Like you do everything in the beginning. When you get closer to die, you want cash. You don't want the house. So you take payment for selling the house, and so on and so forth. Just like the one who wasted everything they did the whole day at the end of the day. Anyway, if you buy, sell, and you use the money, take a guarantee on this or not, no. How about the selling through internet? I don't have the product. And the Prophet ﷺ said, you don't sell what you don't own before you own it, before you hold it, so I sell something that I don't have with me. This is the summary of his question. The answer, the Majma' of the Fiqh Committee in the United States, they said they have a decision about selling and buying through the internet or in the auction. And I will give you the decision so you know the answer. It is conditioned for the good sale. The what is the salam? Is something that is described with a certain price. The difference between what you don't own and the salam that is allowed. The first one, you are selling something you don't own. But the second one, you have described something that is described in your. If I don't own it at the time, then it is void. If I give you with the specifications and you want to rush the sale, no problem. So the first one, the seller don't have what you are selling. Second one, so the condition that you will not receive before the fiqh, it is Allah. And just like it is when by the hand or in the food, then it happens, and then even if it is not actual holding. And the condition of the receiving depends on the items and what is known and what is known between people. Because in the Shara, you look at what is the known. Then you look at the direct answer to your question. What is allowed in selling products through the internet. The selling of the salam, which is to rush and you expose the product that you can provide for the buyer after describing it very clearly, where it's not disputed, and sell it to those who want it with the money ahead of time. And then he will bring it after condition. And the third one was his commission to continue the. And doesn't have any, like, So he represents the buyer for a known commission. And the best among all of this, which is a salam, a person who was angry, and between him and his wife, they were disputing loudly, and he was trying to hold his tongue. And his angry, he probably said the letter ta or alif, and he took. He's not sure. Well, what it looks for that you have the waswas of shaitan. The divorce does not happen. So it can't. It has to be written down. You didn't mean it. You are hitting with the whispering of the shaitan. With your situation, you didn't get divorced. Because the one who have the waswas or whispering of the shaitan, his divorce does not happen even if he declared it. Unless he intended to that and he's accepting it and fully it was his final decision. And he's not like in that level of complete madness. In the insurance, there are so many things. If we took the least of the insurance, then we'll be more dangerous with the problem that we have. So you buy another car, a new car, with the riba, where the other one will pay for the repairs. It looks, my son, from what looks in 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 insurance, it is forbidden because of the dangerous level of unfairness. But you allowed when there's a need, when you are in need for that kind of insurance. From the example on the masjid, that they come every Friday and there's a lot of accidents, and sometimes the weather that is known, so uh, you need insurance. And the same thing when there's Islamic schools and those with harsh condition with the work. So we hope that there is an ease, because what is gharar is different than the riba, the usually. This is the summary, what it looks to us in your matter. And ask Allah for us the success. على صلى الله عليه وسلم. ما شغلت هذا أنا ما شغلت، نسيت.